All right, bet you guys. We came right back at you guys, man. Had a technical difficulty, man. I got a phone call. Forgot to go on Do Not Disturb. Um, yeah, man. We had 30. We had 40 minutes, man. Here's the mic, man.
Yeah.
Get back.
Now that we off the charts. Was it cool when he came out here?
Huh?
Was it cool when he came out here?
What, like when, like he's cool? Could they see him?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
what's it called was covering.
We good, then we good. We in there.
All right, bet, bro.
We in there. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Bro, we can just hop into the questions for real. Just hop into the questions.
Yeah.
You don't really, I don't even want. We can touch on that like another day, like
It's all good.
U.S. making the assets rare and shit.
Bang. So, just wanted to touch on we had a couple questions, right? Just to digress off the charts, right? We could actually close this. Had a couple questions for the both of us, right? And just, trying to get on the more personal side of the full circle wealth segment. And there's always times in life where we gotta really realize where we are, right? And we gotta figure out how to move and how to navigate through either hard times, good times, and you know what I'm saying? Just overall trying to figure out who we are ultimately, right? And so my first question for the both of us is, when was the moment when we realized time moves faster than we thought, right? And personally, I think the first time when I realized that time moves faster was when I got out of high school, or during high school and getting out of it, transitioning out of high school, right? And then a little bit after that, the 4 years that I spent in high school went pretty fast, and it went extremely fast, and I was unaware because I'm just going up and doing the same thing every day, right, and living, and not really, taking control, I guess, right, and so living in that cycle of going to school, and so like it was intentional, right, but we're going to school, and so I realized that once I'm a senior, I'm like, damn, right? I was just here. I remember my first day here vividly. I remember feeling that nervous, scared feeling like, damn, I gotta meet a whole bunch of new people and things like that, and getting to the point where I was comfortable with being where I was, and then that whole time it was kind of like a while I was a senior, it was a blur because of how fast it was going. I didn't know that I knew that I was a senior, but it came to the point where I'm really getting older, right? I'm not a freshman anymore, and it's to the point where the things that I was doing when I was a freshman I can't be doing those same things because now what am I gonna do after high school? I gotta start thinking about my future for real and not just saying that I wanna be a firefighter, right? I wanna be an astronaut or be the president, but now I need to apply myself to actually want to become something that I see for myself, right? And that's my first time realizing that it was in high school. Like, time is really valuable,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, mine's around the same exact stage, man. Mine really didn't happen until after high school, man. I'm trying to really think of a specific time, but really, I'm just gonna say after high school, and it made me realize. So I had to do some digging, man, because I'm like, bro, why does time feel so different after high school? And it made me like, I thought about how like in high school you have your day is structured. So when you get up and you go to school, you're there from like 8 to 2 p.m. You got your first class, you got your second class, you got your third class, you got your fourth class, right? You got all these classes, and you got homework at the end of the night, you got a test at the end of the week, you got whatever at the end of the month, you know. So it's like one of those things where like it made me realize how structured high school is, and how much like progress you get from taking advantage of each day in high school, you know, because one day in school you're back, you're set back. Now you got to catch up on your assignments. Now you got to catch up on everything. And you know, I had just when I had thought about that, I had just compared it to life, and it made me realize like a day can go by so fast in life when you're not taking advantage of the day, right? You know, when you have no reason to take advantage of the day. Like at school, you know, okay, the day's moving slow because we're at school, we have to focus, we have to do such and such, such and such. And I had to realize, I'm like, dang, like life is moving fast because you can take a whole day and it could be 12 p.m. and then 4 hours later it's 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. Then by 8 p.m. you got to wind down for sleep. Next thing you know, 2 hours after that, it's already 10, 11 p.m. You didn't do nothing with your day.
Exactly.
And that scared me because I'm like, wow, like one day of just, it just scared me because it really just put time into perspective. You know, time moves real quick, you know, so a day isn't the same day it was when we were kids. So like a month isn't the same month when we were a kid, a year even. It matters about what you actually did because we control the progress. You know what I'm saying? A year can go by and you absolutely did not do anything. And that's how a lot of people go about their life. That's not a judgment thing. That's just a thing where it's like, it's reality. You know, life hits us. And when we let life hit us, a week, 2 weeks, people lay in their bed all day, you know, you got to get up. You know, so because time definitely does move fast. Because time isn't waiting on. Literally, when now I get it when they say time ain't waiting on nobody. Mm-hmm. Like no, time is moving as we speak. It's been 40 minutes, whether or not we were on this podcast or on this live speaking to you guys. It's been 40 minutes that passed by. We use it wisely or you don't use it at all. Right. So yeah, man, definitely.
I want to touch up on that too, because you know what I'm saying, people just like you were saying, people end up having a year pass them by and they end up making the same yearly resolutions that they made last year, right? Mm-hmm. And they're still trying to accomplish the same goals that they were trying to accomplish last year, right? And the year before that. So really realizing that, like, you know, use what you have, right? And apply yourself, right? Because just like you said, it's been 40 minutes, about 50 minutes now. We do this every day for like an hour and a half, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're racking up experience, not only, but time doing something that we love to do. Right, and so this prime example, full circle, right? This is what it's all about. This is a prime example of what it looks like when you utilize your time. We're here every Wednesday for at least an hour, minimum an hour every time, right? Also, quick question that I didn't have marked down about school necessarily. What was one thing that school taught you that you still use today? Rather, whatever.
Right, that's a good question, man. And I don't it's on me, but I don't have it in my head yet. I'm gonna have you go first.
Yeah.
You go first.
I think honestly, it would be like the respect for others, right? Low key, because not knowing what people got going on is super. Not knowing what people have going on and treating them how they should be treated regardless of what they, you know what I'm saying, how they treat you or whatever the case may be. But just like overall respect, low key. You know, like, just like the teachers, you know, they got to come do their job at the end of the day, right? They're coming to get the paycheck, but they also have to worry about what, you know, they got kids and they got pets and, you know, family members and things like that. And so man, I ain't gonna lie. We used to be in school, man, and my class specifically, bro, there was a couple kids in there I was low-key one of the kids, I ain't even finna front. Man, we used to make the teacher cry, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. There were so many times where she done broke down in front of us because she was just like, damn, I can't manage this, right? There's so much pressure. I got to come deal with these badass kids, right? I got to come deal with you guys. And then I got to go home. My dog is pissing all over the house, right? My kids is messing up in school, right? Like it's messed up. And so it's one of those things where like just being respectable or showing respect and gratitude to everybody is kind of something that I learned in high school from my mom and parents as well. But ultimately, I really saw that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I want to touch on that a little bit because I agree, man. That's not the thing that I'm gonna say, but that's definitely something that I've taken the time to apply since school, that I learned at school. Like just kind of just treating people how you want to be treated. At school when I was going to high school, I was always just kind of like I was the type of dude who's gonna be friends with the nerds, or the guys who wasn't like the people who was looked down upon. Who was looked over. I might give them the time of the day, whether we're friends or not. And I've learned that. I've been applying that in my life. Just treating people how I want to be treated, and treating people with respect, like you said, and just respecting everybody. But back to what I want to say, I think I had touched on it before, and it really school just that homework aspect and the learning aspect of school daily is what I took the time to like actually apply. Like once I realized like we don't have homework, we don't have a teacher teaching us, or a class to go to every day. Like I had to create that for myself. So I think once I realized that,
Like structure.
yeah, I had to just really create structure. Schools taught me structure. Same thing with working a job. Like, um, I'm the type of person who needs structure. I ain't even gonna lie. I always kind of grew up around structure. And I mean, even if my mom, I never had strict parents, but I had structured parents that let me do what I want, right? So even like that's why like you could tell me, be like, bro, go do what you want. I'm gonna create rules for myself.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't. That's why I am the way I am now. Like I don't go out after a certain time. There's certain things that I'm not gonna do, such and such, such and such. So I just had that structure, because I realized from school that structure is what got us to the point of graduating after 4 years. Absolutely. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to graduate in life. So I need to create some structure. So yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah. Yeah, touching up on that, man. I've been when you said structure, bro. It was like school, just overall structure. You get there at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Lunch at 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? Get out 2, 3, whatever the case. Every day. I never really realized that. I mean, structure is what really got us through the 4 years. Like,
Now looking back at it,
yeah.
like really seriously, like we were really doing the same thing every day.
Every single day. You know what I'm saying? And then you say you come to school, or you had a doctor's appointment or something, right? And you come to school late or something, right? You missing those assignments, so now you're playing catch up. So relating that to real life, right? You don't handle business in any capacity, right? Bills, right? Family, right? Dogs, cats, whatever, right? Some things come back and bite you, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Relationships, you're not treating your girl or your boy, your dude the right way, right? They're like, damn, hey, treat me right. You're not paying the bills. They're like, hey, here's a notice on your front door, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't paying, you ain't putting no gas in your car. You ain't going nowhere, right? The car's screaming like, you ain't change the brake and oil. Like, come on, man. So, yeah, structure overall. That's also what I learned.
Yeah.
From there, like yeah. I'm low key changing my answer. I like the way you put that, because that's really got us through the first 4 years.
And I like the way you I like the way you kind of like really brought it to life, because you made me really realize it's a bigger deal than I thought. Like it made me like not everything is good about school or work, but like you can pick and choose from those things where it's like, bro, like that's really like a real tangible life lesson that school taught us when we look back. And we get so structured for so many years that what do we do when we graduate? A lot of us want to rebel. Yeah. Man, I'm not going. I don't have to go to school no more. Mm-hmm. I don't have to do those things no more. Forget structure. I had structure all my life. Why would I want to create more structure? Right? I've been learning all my life. Why would I want to learn some more? But it's about learning about what you want to learn about, and structuring your life around what it is that you want to do. Right? My structure just comes from it don't come from going to an English class or a history class or a PE class. No, it comes from me and Flash got, Wealth Wednesdays on Wednesday, and I got to set my hour or two aside for this moment and also structure the rest of my day so I can make sure that the video gets uploaded, the things get done, such and such, and we get our topics right before we even hop on the video. All these things, if you don't apply structure to your life, forget school or work, man. Yeah. Apply it to your life because structures, school and work teaches us that structure is what's gonna get you to that end goal. Whether you want that diploma or whether you want to stay at the job for 2 years, in order for you to get this paycheck, you got to come from 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you want in your goal, create that structure. Whether that's an hour every day of the week or maybe 2 hours just once a week. It don't take a lot. It just take consistency, and consistency doesn't mean all day, every day.
Right. Yeah, as well as delayed gratification too, because you get to school, you do all this, that, and the third every day, 4 years, and then you get the diploma, and that's overlooked, I think, because there's people who, what I'm saying, they get their high school diploma, but it'd be like, I hated school the whole time, like I'm glad I'm out of school, just like you said, just being rebellious to the fact that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to have any structure anymore. But ultimately, high school really sets you up for life, low key. Like, these things are overlooked. And I've had this conversation with myself before, but really realizing and breaking it down, like, high school really helped me a lot.
I'm like, no, it's giving me goosebumps right now.
Low key.
Like, I want to go back to my teachers and be like, damn, like, I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
Like for real. I just told you, I'm making my teachers cry. And it's like, damn, like, I wasn't taking this as serious as I should have, right? And I'm not saying that I would be in a different place, right? I graduated with a good GPA and got my high school diploma, you know what I'm saying? So, like, delayed gratification is what I was saying, back to the point of going to go do something every day, right? You get that 9 to 5, and you get that paycheck at the end of the week, every end of the 2 weeks, whatever. Regardless, though, you put that time in and that effort and that work, and you got what you know what I'm saying? Eventually, that paycheck coming, right? And then eventually, delayed gratification to the next level, full circle moment, you get enough paychecks stacked together, you can go get that, you know what I'm saying? You can go get that lease for that business on the corner, right? You can go get that Beamer, right? You can go get that Rolls Royce. You feel me? You can go get them shoes that you wanted. You can go get that tattoo on your face, look like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You can go get that, whatever you like. So, yeah, delayed gratification as well, and then realizing that, like, high school was really important, like, an important factor in my life. Like, and I kind of understand why people be like, I miss high school too, outside of, I was going to make a connection elsewhere, but people usually say that for, like, the friends and just, like, not being able to, not having to do nothing. The structure's out the window at that point, but high school really changed me. Like, I really found out who I was low-key in high school and getting to that point where I am today, right? And kind of shaped the person I am, and, like, that structure and that discipline, like you said, like, somebody told me to go do something, I'm going to figure it out, right? I'm going to go figure out something for me to do if there ain't nothing to do at all, right? And so I'm the same way. And then when it comes to, yeah, man. Shout out high school, low key.
Really? Shout out, I like that. Shout out high school. Yeah. I know you got another question.
Yeah. I was like, so we could touch up on high school still if we wanted to go that route. But the question is, when was the first time that I had to unlearn something, right?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead if you got it.
Yeah, man. The first time that I had to unlearn something, touching back on high school where you got to respect everybody and how they, how they operate. I realized after high school that this is really a dog-eat-dog world, low-key. Like, in high school, the real competition is who's on the basketball team, right? Who's the best cheerleader? Who got the best grades, right? So you're competing in that area, right? And so there's a very, like, niche-y type of competition, right? But when you get to this real world, you're facing, it's you against the world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you against the little couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 people that go to your school, a couple hundred. No, you're it's a competition between millions, right? Or at least the people in your city. We don't got to go that big. At least say, I wanted to be, say I wanted to be a firefighter, right? I have to face against the people that have, and I just figured that out. Maybe my senior year, I have to go against the people that are 25, right? That are already have the skills, the muscle, the mindset, the drive to be a firefighter. But I'm fresh out of high school. I'm 18, 19, 17, 18, right? And I'm trying to just now get in shape. You know, like life is what. So ultimately, what I had to unlearn is the fact that this is really, the world is so big, and my mind was so small in high school that when I got to the point of the real world, I had to unlearn the fact that it's really me against the world, and not just me against the students in my school. There's a bigger message in there, right?
No, I can touch on it some more because I understand. Like, I think I want to say the same thing for myself. Like, there is a bigger message. I'm gonna try to put it into words. Like, personally for myself, like I had to unlearn. I had to I don't want to. It's not people pleasing. What am I trying to? I just really had to unlearn. Like, I had to unlearn that everybody is like on my side. You know, everybody, like, kind of like what you saying about it's us against the world. I had to unlearn that it's not. Like, I had to learn that it really is me versus the world, and unlearn the fact that it's me and, you know, this guy that I might be cool with, or this guy that I knew from back in the day, and he may know some stuff, or you know, or this person. Not everybody is my friend. I had to unlearn that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm sitting here, I have such a genuine. Like, I'm just like, starting the world, it was just so, my heart's so genuine. I'm just like, oh, you know, we all in this, we in the world, we in this together. You out here, I'm out here too. You know, you can see me, I can see you too. Let's go together. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out, because I realized, you know, in my mind, I'm like, man, this world, we all, it's like a jungle. We all out here, we're finding ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we all can do it alone, but like, I'm like, bro, like, the way to, ultimately, we're all lost out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I found somebody or found anybody, it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm thinking we supposed to connect and work together, right? And nah,
it didn't always work out.
Nah. And that's why, you know, I really value, you know, like our friendship and, you know, our relationship, because I had to really unlearn. Not everybody is my friend. Not everybody is against the world with me, even though we're all against the world. And the best way to do it is team up and, you know, attack it. Yeah. But I had to really, like, just sit there and be like, no, like, it really is me versus the world. Yeah, that's just like really me versus the world. Like, yeah. So I had to, that's it.
Yeah. Also realizing that, like, real friends is like kind of hard to come by too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really getting to the point where it got to the point where sometimes there may be like in high school, right? There would be like underlying animosity or something, you know? And like when you get out of high school, you really get to see that, because we're not under the same roof structure no more. You really get to do whatever you want to do, right? And so, like, not only realizing that not everybody's your partner, but even your partners ain't your partners. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really, just like you said, really valuing this relationship, our friendship, because we really work together in every aspect, right? When we outside of the charts, right? On the charts, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Our mindset is so, realizing that this is so valuable. A lot of people will want this though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people also hate on the fact that they don't got it, right? So they'll throw salt. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing all kind of hater vibes just because they ain't on the. They feel like they want to be there. But the thing is, instead of being like, hey, official go get her flash, I see what you guys is doing. Like, hey, that's hard, bro. Like, let me get on. Let me come get on the full circle about the Discord with y'all. They be like, man, them niggas ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta listen to them. They don't really know what they're talking about. They just starting out. But nah, bro. See, then that's the problem with y'all right now. Is it's just the fact that there's so much real love and you know what I'm saying, genuinity right here between every. You know what I'm saying? That niggas get to hating. My fault with the. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel
yeah,
you,
but
it's all good.
it's real. It's real. It's real. It's real.
Yeah, nah.
It's really real out here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, touchdown. We both in the end zone together every time, bro. It ain't. We both at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I just want to touch on it. The last thing I want to say is like it's okay to support who you know. Like it ain't glazing.
Come on, bro.
It ain't you. What they say, D riding. Like
Yeah.
like man, if this is my boy, man. If he dropped a song tomorrow and you know I'm reposting it, I'm showing my love because that's there's nothing wrong with support. Support is like the best love to show. So I'm saying that to say it's okay to drop your ego. Try it truly.
Yeah.
You know, be the person that changes the narrative and just says, "Hey, bro, I mess with what you do." Whether or not they accept your compliment and treat you with respect, it doesn't matter, bro. Just get used to you having, you know, operating your own way and putting love out into this world, man. Because a lot of people, you know, and I even used to be one of those people, you know, because I had to adapt to my environment. Because,
Yeah, same.
man, like a lot of people get to,
I go.
yeah, man. A lot of people get to talking down on somebody else. A lot of people get to getting the ego gets riled up, getting jealous, feeling like, oh man, I can't show him no love, man. I'm gonna look like I'm don't respect myself. Yeah. But if anything, it's really a reverse, bro. The more love you can show, the more respect you got for yourself. Because you know, it's a real thing. You know, you treat others the way you want to be treated, and you know, the love you give out to the world, or whatever you give out to the world, will come back onto you. So yeah, man, you gotta show some love out there, man. You don't always gotta be big dog.
Yeah.
Because people be acting.
For real. And this is my next question, low key. I got two more, but there's one of them is a little bit better than the other one. What was one decision that changed my whole trajectory, right, of like life overall? And so, let me think, bro, because I could go a lot of ways with this.
Yeah, same here.
I could go a lot of ways with this. We could talk about there's multiple things that multiple decisions that I've made that really changed the way that I viewed myself and also the way that I want to move, right? Mm-hmm. And so low-key just touching up to kind of cover all of the bases, kind of just touching up the respect that I have for myself, right? Mm-hmm. There was times where, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was a little dirty kid, right? Mm-hmm. There was times where I wasn't feeling like getting in the shower, you know what I'm saying? And brushing my teeth sometimes, you know, we get in there, right? But regardless, this is real life. And I think I came to this realization when I was in like, I was in a kind of like a deep, dark place when I went to college for a year, and I was just like trying to figure out if this is what I really wanted to do. No, so respect for myself and college. Mm-hmm. I went to college and I realized that there's no structure here. I'm really living my own life. I have my own dorm. I got to figure out my own food, right? I had to figure out my own everything, how I'm finna get to A to B. I don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to really realize that because there was no structure at college, there's nobody telling me. And then I went during COVID. Because I went during COVID and I could really do whatever I wanted to do. It was my first taste of real freedom, quote unquote. Yeah, bro, I had to really lock in and tell myself, like, this is not what I want. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave college, like, this is messing me up. I ain't got no cut right now. Man, when I was in college, first of all, I was there for a whole year. This is only 2 months, right? Yeah. I didn't have a cut for a whole year. I didn't have no money, brother. I didn't have no job, right? It was to the point where I was like, F school, I'm going to go get a job because I ain't got no money, bro. Like, I'm not satisfied with myself, right? And like back to that self-respect thing. I wasn't showering, right? Like, I wasn't treating myself like the king that I am, you know what I'm saying? And it came to the point where I really had to go lock in. I had to go I worked, it's my first real job ever. I worked for Amazon Fulfillment Center.
Yeah.
If you know about the Amazon Fulfillment Centers, they don't play. That's 10. And then I was working during peak season. You know, that's from November to January, like 3rd. Man, I'm working 10 hours, 12 hours.
Amazon that's trying to kill you, dog.
Bro, I was looking rough, feeling rough, smelling rough, nigga, eating rough. I'm only eating cookies and junk food, low key. Like low key, that was the time that I was the biggest that I've ever been in my life, right? Like it was really messed up. Girl problems, like I was tweaking, bro. Like, bro, and I had to realize that this college life where there's no structure is not for me, gang. Mm-hmm. It was really messing me up. And then I'm going to go slave at this job during peak season. So on top of that, I'm making cool money, like, but I'm in Spokane, right? They're paying way less than they are out here for any Amazon anything.
Yeah.
So I think I was making like
14.
low key, but it was peak season, so it was like 16.
Okay.
Bro, I'm making 16 an hour, slaving 10 hours. There's not even no time for school. I let my grades slip, you know what I'm saying? They done put me on academic probation for the second quarter, and I was like, oh yeah, after that, it's time to go, bro. Like I can't do nothing more, bro. This is not for me. And I really realized that college is not for the weak, right? And so also going back to our first question where that high school was structured and how important it was, I was one of them people that was like, I'm happy to be out of school, but I got to go to college, right? Because I wanted to go to college too, but I'm happy to be out of school and not live by that everyday rule, same thing every day, right? And that came and bite me in the ass, man. Just like I just said, that time passing, there was so much time from September to, it felt like years from the beginning of September all the way to like June. You know what I'm saying? We get out of school. It was like low-key May, but those 8-9 months, man, it felt like I was there for an eternity, bro. Yeah. And so ultimately coming to the realization of my self-respect, also realizing that college wasn't for me, was that decision that changed my life. And ever since then, I've always kept a job, right? I've always kept up with bills. Everybody slips, right? I've slipped a couple times, but I got up, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And ever since then, everything's been cool, right? It's been, yeah, that changed my life completely, because I feel like that was one of the lowest times of my life since I've been current, right? Like that was terrible, bro.
Yeah.
It was, bro, that Amazon Fulfillment Center gang.
Yeah, and that changed the whole trajectory. That's a good one, bro, because you could still be there right now. Or, you would have been graduated by this point or something like that.
Yeah, 2024.
But that changed the whole trajectory, bro, so that's a good one.
Hey,
I feel that.
And if you, bro, like I said, if you know about that Amazon Fulfillment Center, bro, that shit's no joke, bro. I worked at the distribution center too. It was a fulfillment center, but I was a stower. Look, if those who know, I was a stower, bro. I was on like the 8th floor. Man, we had to pick from the, first of all, robotics. Quick breakdown, my fault. Quick breakdown. The Amazon had these machines that would come and they would bring all the merchandise. So people were ordering, you know what I'm saying, beads, right, for their hair, or computer chargers, or even these, right? They're ordering, you know what I'm saying, microphone stands or whatever. They're ordering water bottles, and I'm putting them in different bins for this to go out to other people, right? And so people come get it 10 hours a day, man. My arms would be sore. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit down. There ain't nowhere to sit down. You're standing up the whole time. You do get 30-minute breaks. You get two, or there. I think there were 45. You get 2 45s, and man, it wasn't no joke. If you know, you know, bro.
Bro,
you feel me?
Bro, I had worked, bro. I never worked full time at Amazon, bro. But I did work at Amazon, their warehouse, for a minute, bro. So I could only imagine, bro. That I've worked at a warehouse too, so I know how it goes, man. Now that's a good one. Shout out to Flash, man, for keeping it real. What was the question? What was the decision that changed the trajectory?
Yeah.
Mine was, I would just break it down like this, because I didn't go to college, right? So I didn't go to college, so I never had that like, oh, I'm outside with all these. I'm outside with people my age doing my thing.
Yep.
I went outside.
Yeah.
Like I stayed out here, you know, I stayed back at home and I'm just going to work and stuff because I knew I wanted to build my life. But they're hit this point at 18, 19, everybody's in my ear. I'm seeing all these, like, I'm seeing all these people my age, older than me, and they're just like, they just keep saying this thing.
Yeah.
Live your life, bro. Live your life. No, live your life, bro. Like, why are you worried about investing your paycheck, man? If you don't take 800 of your paycheck and go blow it all and leave yourself with 200 left or just 100, like, no, that was really a norm that was around, and I was like, So one time I just fell into it. I just fell into the trap. I'm buying kicks. I'm buying drip. I'm buying ooh-wee. It's to the point where, you know, I'm with the bro. My bros don't even work a job. I'm the only one working a job. Everybody doing, you know, they hustling, doing whatever. And I'm like, I'm not going back to work.
For real?
I'm not going back to work. What? My boy hit me with a little proposal or such and such, such and such. I said, I'll give this 30 days.
Yeah.
I'm going back. I'm not going back to work. If this work, I'm not going back to work. Long story short, man, I'm outside. You know, I just went outside, man. You know, I'm just doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do. You know, chasing women. You know, doing drugs. You know, toting what I'm not supposed to be toting. Just living a whole, just different lifestyle. You know, and then one day, because I used to do the drugs. You know what I'm saying? And when you do drugs and you're intoxicated. You know, I'm up there on cloud 9.
Yep.
I'm up there on cloud 9. What's crazy thing is, bro, this is his real name is Mel. I had another, well, maybe I'm getting too deep, but I had another partner that was with me. But and I looked to the right. I was like, bro, like, I'm not doing this no more, bro. Like, bro, I literally said, I'm like, this was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if we do this for 2-3 years, bro, I'm gonna end up in jail.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to. I'm like this is where I really can relate to you guys because I know a lot of you guys is putting on a facade because I was a facade. I was bro. I don't want to go to jail. I was hang banging. I'm just trying to fit in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm hopping. I'm not coming outside no more. I'm not coming outside to do this no more. You know. So once that happened, man. That changed the whole trajectory of my life because I told myself, this was in 2022, I believe. This was 2022 summer. I told myself during that time, I was like, bro, if I have the courage to do the wrong thing, I have the courage to do the right thing.
Absolutely.
I was like, bro, if I have the courage to do this stupid stuff, then I can set up this content and talk to the camera even though I'm scared and post it on Instagram.
Real.
I can get on the stock market and try and put my money in here and see if it really works and such and such, such and such. So that's what happened, man, and that changed my whole trajectory, man. 2 years, that was 2022 summer. I left, I did my thing. Next thing you know, 2023 summer, this is where it really changed because this is where I really solidified it. I took my own, 2023 summer, this is where I'm trying to do wrong in a better way now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still like not doing what I'm supposed to, but I'm like, nah, I'm doing it in a better way. Like I'm really just trying to hit, bro, so I can just get up out of here. I don't want to go to work.
For real.
I want to just get a few dollars and not want to go back and go put my money up in the market and, you know, maybe I'll be good with a little 10 piece or a little 20 piece or whatever the case is, you know. Things did not go as planned, you know. But I did still have enough money at the end to book my trip to Atlanta to go to InvestFest, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm still trying to be an investor. Even though I was doing the wrong thing, I was just trying to get some money to invest without going to work. Man, get to Atlanta, I'm at this InvestFest. I'm out there by myself, man. I don't know nobody, whatever. And I'm just in this room. And, bro, like, niggas is like, dogging me, like low key dogging me, like nigga, I'm realizing, bro, I gotta not rightfully so, because it wasn't like disrespecting me, but I just wasn't getting the respect I felt like I deserved. But at the same time, I had to realize, well, I haven't done anything to deserve the respect. You know what I'm saying? So I was in the InvestFest at Atlanta alone, bro. I'm walking around alone. I'm doing all this shit alone. Next thing you know it, I come back. And that was 2023 summer, and the 2022 summer is when I made the decision to stop doing the BS. 2023 summer is when I got inspired to even go harder in what I was doing. That solidified it, and now we're in 2025. 2025 summer, I get my own spot in the city, and me and my bro, we working and we building this full circle wealth. We building the investments. We building all of it. I'm not doing none of the stuff that I did in the past. So that changed my whole trajectory because that's when I really have realized a lot of dudes in the streets were just like me. Somebody who was, you just somebody who was just around, you know what I'm saying? You around the crowd, and you end up just making a decision for it, just trying to see where it goes, or just trying to, thinking you may not be doing it that long. But by the grace of God, I never got booked. I never got hit with no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I, like, for real, because I realized niggas don't go to jail on purpose.
Yeah.
Niggas do not go to jail or prison on purpose. Excuse my French, but people do not do that stuff on purpose. And that was a moment where it was like, I could have just ended up somewhere. I could have ended up with a record on accident, So it's one of those things where, like, man, that changed my whole trajectory because, yeah, bro, not just necessarily doing illegal stuff, but it changed my whole trajectory, falling into the culture, falling into the world, because that's when I truly said, nah, I gotta do my own thing. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
and it really do take a lot to come to that realization too. Like, damn, I really need to change my life and not become the stereotype.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And not hang around people that want to be stereotypes, right? Because it really that goes undermined a lot. Like when the average Joe sees somebody that looks like us, right? Mm-hmm. The average Joe that looks like us, and they see us doing our thing, right? We get overlooked, right? But not them unconsciously not realizing that this is the best decision that they could ever make. So for you to make that decision, bro, you already know. Bro, you know what I'm saying? You already know, bro. Like, that's so full circle wealth right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, realizing that even though he got all of this around, bro, right? All of this, for the time being, let's call it negativity, right? We got all this negativity around us, and you go be positive, right? In the Atlanta, and you go see that this is what real, not only positivity, but what real wealth looks like. You're around people that want to do something for themselves, and that inspired you, bro. That's so full circle, bro. There's no other feeling, and I wasn't there, right? But I could only imagine how you was feeling, bro, when they was like, you know what I'm saying, treating you not like less than, but like they was like, he's one of those, right? But you're seeing them, and you're trying to look for that, like that sense of like care, right? Yeah, like that respect, bro, like you said.
Like this is why we started Full Circle, bro.
Come on.
Because next time I go out there, I'm not going alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna be with me. Whoever else we got is gonna be with me. You know what I'm saying? And during that moment, like, I was just looking for. That's why we started what we started. I was looking for us.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I thought I found him. I knew a couple people out there, and there's nothing against them. I had a few conversations, but this is what goes back to that ego stuff. Like, man, I'll never overlook somebody trying, man.
Yeah, never.
To just feel like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'll never have a good conversation. You follow me, and I look at your Instagram, and I'm not following back.
Right.
You know?
Tell them why not, though.
Because, bro, like, it's not even just about, oh, he didn't follow me back, he's tripping. It's really just about the respect thing, bro. I see you, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I support you, right? When you have a genuine conversation with somebody and you end up following them on Instagram, when they tell you, oh, here's my Instagram, but then they don't follow you back, man, you just trying to take. Where's the exchange at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's the exchange at? Where's the support at, right? You're just trying to take, and you just trying to boost your own ego, man. And I don't really rock with that because I'm not that type of dude, you know? I'm if I don't really mess with you, and you follow me, and I don't really know you, I ain't saying like follow everybody back. What I'm saying is respect the people who respect you. You know, if somebody gives you that time of the day, if I have a conversation with somebody, if I didn't know you guys we had a conversation, we connected, you know, like I'm supporting whatever it is that you're doing, because I know you're supporting me. So it's just one of those things, man. Like, yeah, full circle wealth. This is why we started, man, because I genuinely I have that firsthand experience of being overlooked in the community when I was trying, and we is not gonna do that to you guys, right? Anybody who's feeling like they want to learn about crypto, learn about investing, they want to come tap in with us, man. We are open arms, bro. We know where we started, and we want to just help you get to the next level, bro. That's it, bro. People be tripping.
Also touching up on the fact that you see somebody that's trying, right? I'm not gonna overlook you, because there are people that are out here that aren't doing anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's people that out here that would rather
all day.
I don't got no money. What am I gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna go to Atlanta by myself.
Come on, bro. I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? Why would I go do that and be by myself? Why would I? You feel me?
Yeah,
There's people out here that's really not trying to go get it, right? There ain't too many official go-getters, bro. So when you meet one, yeah, bro.
I feel
Yeah, come on.
my brother, man.
Yeah.
That's my dog, man. That's why like this is a good example of partnership, bro. Find you a partner and run with it, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
Also realizing that you can't really do it alone either. Like, there's things that you could do, but at the end of the day, you need a team, whether that's your, you know what I'm saying, whoever it is, right? You get your mom on board, right? Get your pops on board. Get your uncle on board that, you know what I'm saying? Because it comes to a time where you're going to need others. And so also, not only overlooking people will put you in that right position and put you in that place, because the same dude that you may have overlooked might be the dude that really got all the tools for you. You know what I'm saying? He really got everything that you needed in a collaborative space. And so yeah, man, keep it full circle at all times, right? And we embody that. We ain't full circle wealth members. You know what I'm saying? This is what full circle wealth looks like. We into everything. You know what I'm saying? Together as well. Everything we doing is for a purpose, for a reason. Full circle wealth, man. And keep it like that always. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
That's how it go, man.
Yeah. We out of here.
And then people who did look down upon me. This is another thing. This is why it's important for you to stay down until you come up. Like hint what I said. I didn't get mad or get ego or get disrespected. What I said was they had no reason to look at me with any, I had to give them a reason. So instead of me taking it personal, I just went back to the drawing board and tripled down to the point where I don't even see them faces no more. Right. I done went so hard with the content. I done went so hard with such and such, bro. I done passed them up. I don't even know. And plus, they was older than me at the time. Like, being humble, stay down till you come up, bro. Right. Because there's something about being undeniably great. And when you undeniably great, that means you just worked on your craft so much, worked on you so much to the point where you don't even have to say it. You know what I'm saying? We walk through the door and they already know something's different about us.
Come on.
So, hey, man. Flash, you can finish it out, man. You can close it out for us, man.
Shout out to that one viewer that was in here, too, man. Shout out you.
We got two.
What?
We got two up in
what?
here. We got one still. I think it might be Terry. It might be my girl.
What? Shout out Terry, man. Yeah. Full circle wealth, man.
We had two up in there.
Yeah.
We had two up in there. And they came back when
we had that technical
difference.
Exactly. It's Full Circle Wealth, man. We at you every Wednesday, man. Make sure you tune in. We got you on Instagram. We on YouTube. We on Snapchat. We on Twitter. We on PH. We on everything. It's like, pause. It's like, chill.
Chill, man.
Hey, chill. Full Circle Wealth, man. We out.
Chill,
we'll see you next week.
Watch the video, man. You gonna get hit with a...
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I mean,
come
man?
on.
I'm out of here.